Paddy Pimblett versus Tony Ferguson. Firstly, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Nope, not Paddy. The fact that Tony is very old, especially for a lightweight. And that if you look at this fight on paper, Paddy probably wins. And if you take emotions and biases out of the equation, Paddy should probably win. But I don't like that story. So here's a different one. Here's all the reasons that El Cucuy is going to deliver us an extremely satisfying win in a couple of weeks. Look, everyone's allowed a bad night, right? Yes, against Bobby Green, Tony looked pretty shit. But in other recent fights, in particular against Michael Chandler, Tony looked really good. At the end of the first round, I was buzzing more than Connor after a trip to the men's room. It felt like Tony was going to do it. But then Chandler's explosive front kick made Tony's face look like a mouldy raisin, followed by laying stiffly on the ground in heartbreaking fashion. But remember that first round. And even though Chandler's fight IQ is lower than Hasbulla's waistline, he's still a top 5 fighter. Yes, Tony's on a long losing streak and Paddy's on a winning streak, but Tony has been fighting mostly top guys, and Paddy's been fighting mostly cans. And when he fought someone half decent in Jared Gordon, he lost. Yes, he lost. Yes, Tony is older than Ian Gary's wife, but this is an opportunity for redemption for Tony. And if fans didn't love Tony enough, beating Paddy would be the perfect way to go out. The perfect way to wash away his recent woes. Whilst it seems the UFC are trying to play the classic move of building a hyped up and coming fighter by beating an old on the way out legend, there's just so many doubts about if Paddy's really on that sort of level. At 28, Paddy's not really that young, and since joining the UFC he's not really shown much improvements, and he's been having tough fights against unranked opponents. Unless he changes a few weaknesses in his game, it might just be that Paddy's destined to be a mid-level fighter. Paddy's a brawler and he likes getting chaotic in the cage. So far he's fared well in the exchanges, but Paddy merely adopted the chaos. Tony was born in it. It's a tough situation for Paddy. There's a narrative that this will be an easy win for him. So if he wins, no one's going to be that impressed. And if he loses, everyone's going to mock him. Poor fella. Well, at least his wife isn't burning his career to the ground. So there's that. Anyway, if you like this video, check out this playlist of recent bangers, and I'll see you next time.